What's going on, guys? Lonzo here, back with another video. This one's gonna be a little different. I know my wife records videos, and our last, I think, 3 videos she did them. So today I'm gonna talk about my truck. Most of my buddies, know me for my truck. It's a little different than normal trucks here in Houston, especially with the Explorer community. At least here in Houston, I've seen. So I own a 1999 Ford Explorer XLT. I want to say it's unique in its own way. It has its quirks, it has its, good stuff about it. So when I bought the truck, I want to say middle of 19 is when I got her. She had nothing done to her. She had a little sound system. I want to say, I think a 10-inch subwoofer, door speakers, and a single DIN radio. If I can find pictures, I'll put them here right now of the radio and the sub, of course. But she was as stock as she can be. No tint, no nothing, no aftermarket. First thing I did to her was obviously window tint. I went 5% all around. The front windows aren't that dark because it obviously had no tint on the front, but on the back it had factory privacy glass, so it's a little darker in the back than on the front. But with me being in the car scene, that's an automatic thing you do to your vehicle or to a new vehicle when you get it. A little after that, window tint, rode around that for a good few weeks, and then I went on Amazon, wanted to change the headlight style, went with some darker headlight, like OEM style, but it has like a light film on it, so it makes it look tinted, which gave it a different look from regular clear glass with the black housing. I'll post a picture of here how they looked. Rode around that, just aftermarket headlights, window tint, nothing special, stock wheels. I got tired of riding on stocks. Obviously, in the car scene you want to get wheels and all that. So I looked around for some, 20s at first, and then I saw some 22s. Some Versanti 22s. They were black and machined. Had a little lip to them. Nothing too crazy. Low pros, obviously. It was a pain putting them on, needless to say. But rode around like that for a good little bit. I want to say 5 months to 6 months I rode around with the 22s. Went to car shows, car meets, got good feedback, got horrible feedback. Obviously, that's, what's going to happen. And then I got tired of riding on the 22s for, the way I drive. I don't baby my cars by any means. So I needed wheels and tires to keep up with my driving. So I went to a tire shop. Not going to put the name because obviously I don't want to put a bad reputation on this shop, because they did, mess up my truck. Not in a major way, but it could have ended it in a bad way. So went to their shop. Was just looking for some either 20x10s or 22x12s. They couldn't find any 22x12s that matched my lug pattern. So they ended up finding me some 20x10s, which is, I'm going to throw a picture right here. So they're 20x10 XF off-roads on 33s. Which isn't big by any means, especially here in Houston, when people are riding around, 30s, So for the time being, they are good. They are a reasonable size for my truck. especially with it being, you know, a smaller truck. It fits my truck well. So got those. Still riding around with stock paint. I got tired of riding around the stock paint because it had chips, dings, scratches, swirl marks you can see from, you know, if you saw it in person. So I ended up finding this dude that I follow on Instagram. He's JJ's Creations. He has a shop in Pasadena. He does hot rod style paint. So I ended up going with a matte black paint job, de-chromed everything. So the whole truck is matte black from the front bumper to the rear bumper. I didn't want to do body work to get rid of the dents and, you know, all that, and the dings from the rear, from my tires hitting the rear quarter panels. It gives a truck character in my eyes. So I think once I decide to do real paint, like an actual paint job, then I'll do, you know, body work to fix all the dents and dings. But for now, the way it sits, I like the way it sits with all its dents and dings. It gives, you know, Betty personality. It gives her, you know, battle scars in a sense, if you want to call them that. So once I got the 20x10s and got the paint job, I noticed my tires that were on there before giving me a bad, you know, wobble. And if anybody's been on, you know, aftermarket wheels, you'll know what I'm talking about, especially if they're unbalanced or the tires are bad. Your steering wheel gives a major, you know, a bad wobble. So I ended up going to a tire shop, and they ended up telling me that the tires that I had on there were bad, which it made no sense because I had the tires and the wheels for a year, and I knew it was bad because I could see the difference, but I didn't know it was that bad. They ended up telling me all 4 tires were horrible. They were bad tires to begin with. So I ended up buying some new ones, same size and everything, 33s, and it got rid of the shaking altogether. So a little bit after that, when I got the tires, I want to say a month after getting the tires, that's when my transmission took a shit on me. It's in first gear. And she's been sitting for about, I want to say 4 months now, since September. Yeah, September. So finally got her to a shop, A1 Discount Transmissions. The guy that I talked to is, you know, very communicative, very friendly. I asked him to send me a video whenever they got the parts in to fix the transmission. So I'm rebuilding the transmission. So he sent me the video. I'll throw it in. Obviously, and of course, with the video of them taking the truck away from my house. But yeah, that's it. That's a little bit about my truck. This channel's not going to be revolved around her. I wanted it to, but for obvious reasons, it's going to be me and my wife's channel. I'm going to involve other stuff besides my truck and car scene stuff. So be on the lookout for future videos. We're going to do challenges, maybe pranks, obviously car scene stuff, car shows, car meets, stuff with my club that I'm in. You'll get to meet some of my buddies. You've probably seen them in earlier vlogs, Pops, Adrian, Pam, and then some other club members in the past videos. So just be on the lookout for any future videos. Be sure to subscribe, of course. Hit that bell notification so you get notifications whenever we post videos. Like, share, comment on what you guys want to see as far as content. I want y'all to give us ideas to do, which I would like to see, and I'll catch you on the next one.